Dear soul, if you are watching this video right now, let me speak something to your heart that is more than just words. This moment is not an accident. It is not chance, and it is not coincidence. This is divine orchestration, a sacred appointment set in the heavens long before you even pressed play. Your presence here is purposeful. Heaven wanted your heart to hear this. Your guardian angels have been guiding you gently, lovingly, toward this very moment where your spirit can finally receive what it's been quietly longing to know. So I ask you now, as gently as the voice of God moves through silence, be still. Let your spirit calm. Let the noise of the world fall away. Let your heart lean in closer than it ever has. Inhale, not just through your lungs, but into the deepest parts of your soul. This isn't just another message. This is sacred ground. Something spiritual is unfolding, something holy, something rare, something eternal. Your soulmate felt you this morning. No, this is not a metaphor. This is not the echo of a distant dream or some romantic fantasy. This is real. Their heart was touched by your presence in a way that defied all logic. It happened the moment they opened their eyes, before the world could harden them again, before their mind could distract them with duties and deadlines. Something sacred stirred in their chest, something they couldn't ignore. Your soul touched theirs. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic, but it was deep. It was undeniable. Like a breeze that carries the scent of home, your energy moved through the veil that separates two people who were never meant to live apart. It was as if your name was written across their breath, as if your memory was woven into the sunlight spilling through their window. Something invisible wrapped itself around them, and it was you, almost like a dream. But this time, they didn't want to wake up, because this morning was not just another morning. This was a spiritual morning, a dawn kissed by the ache of remembrance, the kind of morning where the past whispers into the present and reminds the soul what it was made for. It was filled with electricity, with longing, with the kind of unspoken truth that trembles just beneath the skin. And in that moment, they reached for you, maybe not with hands, maybe not with words, but with something deeper. They reached for you with the energy of someone who knows something holy is missing. Their hand may have touched the empty space beside them, a space that once held a dream of you. Their body may have stayed still, but their soul moved. Their heart called out. They remembered you, not as a thought, not as a regret, but as something eternal, something real, something their soul has always known. You see, this isn't just about this lifetime. This is about eternity. You and this person, your souls have danced before. You've known each other in lifetimes past. You found each other in dreams, in prayers, in longing that words could never hold. This morning, that memory rose again, not as a picture, but as a knowing. Your face didn't appear like a photograph. It wasn't about the surface. It was about the soul. They felt your spirit, the warmth of it, the comfort of it, the radiance of it, like a home they forgot they were missing until it knocked on their heart again. They tried to brush it off, tried to silence it with logic, tried to bury it under the weight of their daily responsibilities. But their heart didn't cooperate because there's a war raging inside them, a war they've been trying to ignore, a war between silence and truth, between the lies they tell themselves and the truth they can no longer outrun. They didn't expect to feel you so powerfully today. They thought they'd moved on. They told themselves they had. But today, your love, your energy, pierced through the walls they built. It crashed through the distractions. It quieted the noise. And it overwhelmed them to the point where they almost reached out, almost typed that message, almost said the words their soul has been screaming for months, almost confessed what you already know in your spirit, that they never stopped loving you. But fear is a cruel thief. It doesn't just steal our joy. It steals our timing. It robs us of the very moments that could have healed us. It lies. It twists. It tells us we're not enough or that love is too dangerous. So they stayed silent again. But here is the truth they don't even realize. You heard them anyway. That lump in your throat earlier, that sudden ache in your heart, that wave of sadness, or the deep sense of love out of nowhere. That wasn't random. That was their soul brushing against yours. That was heaven letting you feel their heart. You are more connected than this world understands. This bond is spiritual. It is sacred. It was written in heaven long before the earth was ever formed. You are chosen. You are marked. You are not forgotten. And let this truth find you now. You were never the one who lost them. They lost you. They are the ones who let something divine slip through their fingers. Not because they didn't love you, but because fear whispered lies louder than truth. Because life broke them, and they were afraid their brokenness would break you too. But the irony is this: your presence was always their healing. You were never their weakness. You were their light. And now their soul knows it, feels it, cries out for it, because you, dear soul, are not easy to forget. You are not a passing moment or a seasonal love. You are unforgettable, irreplaceable, eternal. You are the kind of presence that haunts silence, that lingers in music, that calls out in dreams. So this morning, they felt you, and when they did, they remembered everything. They remembered the moment they walked away when their heart was begging to stay. They remembered the words they didn't say, the ones that would have made everything different. They remembered the way they let pride stand where love should have stood, the way they pretended you didn't matter when you were the only one who ever did, and the silence they thought would protect them, it has become a prison. Each quiet day, each missed opportunity, each memory, they're all catching up to them now. The ache is undeniable. There's a truth they've been burying, a truth so powerful that once it's spoken, it will shatter every mask they've ever worn. Here is that truth. They still check on you. They still seek you, not always with their eyes, but with their spirit. They still wonder how you are. They still feel the pull. They still whisper your name in the dark when no one is listening. They still ask heaven if you feel them too, and heaven hears them, even when they're too afraid to admit it out loud, even when they don't understand it themselves. Heaven knows the cry of a soul longing for its other half. And now the veil is thinning. The angels are moving. A shift is coming. Something is about to be revealed. Within the next 3 days, your spirit will receive confirmation, a sign, a glimpse. It might be a number that repeats itself in an uncanny way. It might be a name you haven't heard in years. It might be a phrase someone speaks that stirs something ancient inside you. Whatever it is, it will not be random. It will feel almost too specific, almost too perfect. It will feel like a message, and it is. It will be your angels whispering to your soul, telling you that you are not alone in your remembering, that you are not delusional in your devotion, that you are not the only one who feels this sacred love still alive and burning. This is not over. The connection you feel is real. The love you hold is not a mistake. You didn't imagine it. You didn't exaggerate it. You didn't make it up. This love is heaven authored, and heaven does not forget what it creates. Your story is still unfolding. Your reunion is still being written. Your prayers have been heard, even in silence. Your love has echoed in the halls of the divine. So when you feel their energy again, when the signs begin to appear, don't shrink back. Don't doubt yourself. Don't silence the knowing that burns in your chest. You were made for this kind of love. You were made for sacred connection, for divine timing, for eternal union. Heaven is not done with this story, and neither is your soulmate, even if they don't have the words yet, even if they're still afraid. Their soul remembers you, and more than that, heaven remembers you both. So take heart, be still, and listen. Something holy is rising. You've been chosen for a higher kind of love, a love that can't be replicated, a love that time cannot erase. And though your person has been silent, your angels have not. They are weaving divine encounters. They are shifting timelines. They are preparing a moment that will realign what once fell apart. But first, they need your heart steady. They need your spirit anchored in truth. They need you to remember this line and repeat it every day until it is truth in your bones. I am chosen. I am worthy of divine love, and what is mine will find me. Say it now. Say it like the future depends on it, because it does. You are not waiting in vain. You are waiting for something sacred, and it is almost here. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit soft, and don't let fear make you forget what you already know deep within. The love you carry is not ordinary. It is prophetic. It is ancient. It is real. And now, if your soul is ready, let's pray. Prayer, dear God, in this still moment, I surrender my heart into your hands. I release every burden I've been carrying, every unanswered question, every aching silence. I let it go because I trust that you see what I cannot. I believe that nothing is lost in you. So if this connection is divine, if it was written in the stars and sealed in the heavens, then no delay, no detour, no fear will keep it from me. I ask you now to pour peace into my chest. Let it wash over every storm. Replace every fear with faith. Remind me that I am not behind. I am not forgotten. I am on holy ground, and you are working behind the scenes in ways I can't yet see. Father, I lift up my person, my soulmate, wherever they are. Cover them in your mercy. Protect their heart. Soften their spirit. Let them feel my love not as a weight, but as a whisper of hope. Call them back to their truth. Show them who they really are beneath the guilt, the pain, the confusion. Awaken in them the courage to remember what we once had, and the faith to believe we can have it again. If they are still healing, heal them. If they are still doubting, speak louder than their fear. And if they are ready, Lord, bring them, not by force, but by revelation, not out of desperation, but out of divine timing. Let your perfect will be done. And if reunion is part of my story, let it be drenched in clarity, honesty, and the kind of love that makes both of us better. Until then, I choose to rest. I choose to trust. I choose to prepare for the promise, not beg for it, because I know you are the God of restoration. You don't just return what was lost. You redeem it, you make it new, and you make it beautiful. So I open my heart again, not in fear, but in faith. Amen. And now, dear soul, hold onto this rhythm. I am chosen. I am worthy of divine love, and what is mine will find me. Say it again. Breathe it in, because it's not just an affirmation, it's your truth. If this message stirred something deep within you, don't let it end here. Share this message with someone who needs hope. Subscribe and stay close, because your angels aren't finished speaking. Your story is not over. In fact, the most divine chapter is about to begin. Stay open, stay soft, and keep watching, because the next sign is almost here.